Hello derps, welcome back to the show. Today we're talking about 3 particular J. Cole tracks.
Like the video.
The first one we'll be discussing today is 03 Adolescence.
This episode of Derapy is brought to you by our patron derps.
This track was actually produced by Willie B.
Derapy. Yeah. I grew up a fucking screw up. Tie my shoe up, wish they was newer. Damn, need something newer. In love with the baddest girl in the city. I wish I knew her. I wish I wasn't so shy. Wish I was a bit more fly. I wish that I could tell her how I really feel inside. That I'm the perfect nigga for her, but then maybe that's a lie. She like a certain type of nigga, and it's clear I'm not that guy. Ball player, star player, I'm just watching from the side.
I really love how this track follows Wet Dreams on the track list because in 2003, J. Cole was turning 18 and graduating high school, so chronologically this would be right after the story in Wet Dreams. This track begins with this orchestral starry sound like we're dreaming or reminiscing on a past time, which is a appropriate atmosphere for this track. 2003 Adolescence. Cole talks about being in love with a baddie who doesn't know him, how he feels very shy, wishes he was a bit more fly, wishes he could tell her how he really feels inside. This is down bad Cole, and I think the tone is appropriate for the track considering, the state of him.
I'm just watching from the side on the bench, cause my lack of confidence won't let me fly. I ain't grow up with my father, I ain't thinking about that now. Fast forward 4 years or so from now, I'll probably cry when I realize what I missed. But as of now, my eyes are dry, cause I'm trying to stay alive in the city where too many niggas die. Dreaming quiet, trying to dodge a suit and tie. Who am I? Hey, who am I? Yeah.
I gotta be honest, the energy on this track, even though I understand it's appropriate for like the theme of the track, it's still kind of like unforgivable that we have such a basic rhyme scheme here. I wish I was a bit more fly. I wish I could tell her how I feel inside. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe I'm not that guy. I'm just watching from the side. My lack of confidence won't let me fly. I'll probably cry. As of now, my eyes are dry. This track does nothing to combat the claims of Cole being a boring artist. Something has to pick up here. First, let's get to the chorus.
Yeah. Things change, rearrange, and so do I. It ain't always for the better, dog, I can't lie. I get high cause the lows can be so cold. I might bend a little bit, but I don't fold. One time for my mind and 2 for yours. I got food for your thoughts to soothe your soul. If you see my tears fall, just let me be. Move along, nothing to see.
Move along, nothing to see is right. I get it. It's supposed to sound depressing, I suppose, because that's the state that he's in. But just because a song is meant to be talking about somebody that's sad and down doesn't mean that it has to be entirely lifeless. The singing is kind of mediocre. The energy is non-existent. The lyrics are pretty surface level. Things change, rearrange, so do I. I get high because the lows are cold. I bend, but I don't fold. If you see my tears fall, let me be. Move along. Nothing to see.
Oh, bro.
Okay, the energy isn't crazy in the intro track on this album either, but it's carried by much prettier and grand production. This is just low and sad, and the production is lacking even the soul that it had to begin this track. But I'm gonna let him cook. Let's listen to the next verse.
Move along, nothing to see. I always did shit the hard way. My niggas are slanging in a hard way. Burnt CDs of trees like this was Broadway. Times Square kept the dimes there in the locker. Some Reggie Miller with more brown hairs than Chewbacca. Whispers that he got it for the low seller. Dime for a dub. Them white boys ain't know no better. Besides, what's $20 to a nigga like that? He tell his pops he needs some lunch and he gon' get it right back. I peep gang, got home, snatched my mama keychain, took her whip, the appeal, too ill to refrain. I hit the boulevard, pull up to my nigga front door, his mama at home, she still let him hit the blunt though. I told her hello, then sat with my nigga and laughed, and talk about how we gon' smash all the bitches in class. I complimented how I see him out here getting his cash, and just asked, what a nigga gotta do to get that?
His mama at home, she still let him hit the blunt though. I told her hello and sat with my homie and laughed and talked about how we gonna smash all the mansions and clowns.
You're not impressed.
Verse 2 begins with Cole doing things the hard way. At times, he's treating his high school like a hustle. He's slinging dope and burnt CDs in the high school hallway. J. Cole talks about overcharging white kids for some Mary Jane, and I want to care about him selling grass for $20 when he should only be selling it for $10. And I don't think I do, actually. Like, this commentary on the kids that you're scamming, like, just isn't super compelling to me personally. I think we're supposed to be getting some kind of like peer pressure vibe or believe that he's slinging to survive, but I just don't see the urgency in the bars. But maybe I'm missing something.
What a nigga gotta do to get that? Put me on. He just laughed when he seen I was sure. 17 years breathing, his demeanor said more. He told me, nigga, you know how you sound right now? You on my mans, I would think that you a clown right now. Listen, you everything I wanna be, that's why I fucks with you. So how you looking up to me when I look up to you? You about to go get a degree, I'ma be stuck with two choices. Either graduate to wait or sell a number 2. For what, $100 or 2 a week? Do you think that you would know what to do if you was me? I got 4 brothers, 1 mother that don't love us. If they ain't want us, why the fuck they never wrote rappers? I felt ashamed to have ever complained about my lack of gear and thought about how far we done came. From trailer park to a front yard with trees in the sky. Thank you, mama, dry your eyes, it ain't no reason to cry. You made a genius and I ain't gon' take it for granted. I ain't gon' settle for lesser. I ain't gon' take what they handed. Now I'm gon' take what they owe me and show you that I can fly. And show old girl what she missing. The illest nigga alive. Hey, who am I? Things change, rearrange yourself.
Okay, so in our last minute of rapping before we get our chorus, Cole is slinging with the homie and he notices all the cash on the dude he's running the game with and he wants to be put on. And the dude's like, are you for real? Jermaine, you're going to college. Like, go get a degree. My path is just pushing more P, moving more weight. Don't look up to me. Do you know how you sound? You sound like a clown. J. Cole realizes that his life is actually pretty good. He lives like in a whole house, and the dude he's hanging with has 4 brothers and 1 mother that don't love him. J. Cole then closes the track by thanking his mother, calling himself a genius, and saying he's gonna show that girl from the first verse what she's missing. And I gotta be truthful, friends. I just don't find the story that compelling. I don't think that it doesn't sound all that great to me. There's no twist, there's no reveal, there's no drama. It's like, let me tell you about this conversation I had with this one guy one time, and it really made me look at things from a different perspective. If you're a J. Cole fan, please tell me if I'm missing something, because this has always been a skip to me, but I thought I would come back to it with a greater appreciation now that I'm actually trying to break it down. And unlike Wet Dreams, this one hasn't actually aged well for me. I find it quite boring. It's like a 3 for me.
3.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I really do. First 3 tracks, absolute bangers, non-stop, great fun. This, just nothing. Let's see if A Tale of Two Cities has me feeling different now that we are revisiting 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Here we go.
Since a youngin' now we dream of getting rich. Look at me, my nigga, fantasize about a white picket fence. It's the trees, my nigga, used to want a Pathfinder with some tents. That's all I need, my nigga, throw some 20s on that bitch and get it rinsed. But now I see, my nigga, that the world's a lot bigger ever since. Picked up the paper and they say my nigga Eddie caught a body, I'm convinced. Anybody is a killer, all you gotta do is push him to the lips. Fuck being timid in the civic, politicking with the pushers and the pimps. I'm trying to write a story, can I get a glimpse? Hey, can I get a glimpse?
This, it's better. The beat is tougher. The delivery is mean. The flow is fine. The first few bars are actually funnier than I think they're supposed to be. Since a youngin' always dreamed of getting rich. Look at me. Fantasize about a white picket fence.
Freshly painted.
With some trees.
Apple tree.
Yeah, you tell them. The fence and the trees. All of that. Grr. Nissan Pathfinder, rims on it, and I'm getting it washed at the car wash. Professionally.
I'm insured.
I see what he's doing. I get it. Before he got, the big fame, his dreams seemed big, but Big was just a picket fence, nice yard, reliable SUV, right? Cole talks about his friend Eddie catching a body. On first listen, I assume we're dry snitching for some reason.
6, 9.
But we're from the future. Kill Edward is his alter ego on the 2018 album KOD, so maybe he's saying this Eddie person is him on his worst day, you know, bad side, when Cole's seeing red or something. He ends the verse saying he's trying to tell a story and he offers a glimpse, and I'm intrigued, so let's hear the hook.
Can I get a glimpse? Hey, can I get a glimpse? Last night I had a bad dream that I was trapped in the city. Then I asked, is that really such a bad thing? They robbing niggas on the daily. Can you blame a nigga that ain't ever had things?
Do y'all hear that? What's the value of a thing?
What's the value of a thing, bro?
Guess not. Last night they put up on my nigga at the light like, nice watch, run it. Hands in the air now, hands in the air, run it. Hands in the air now, hands in the air, run it. Hands in the air now, hands in the air, hands in the air now, hands in the air.
This hook is fire. It bumps. I couldn't lie if I tried. I like the little ad-lib. What's the value of a thing? It makes you wonder, we could be looking at the same thing, whether you have it or I have it, and assign value to it based on the circumstance. Small ad-lib, big idea. To you, it's a nice watch, but it's just a watch. You could probably live without it. But what if I'm Eddie? I'm hungry. I have no Pathfinder or picket fence, and you're flexing on me. That watch is everything. It's a come-up. The value of that thing to me is far greater than you could possibly fathom. Hands in the air. Not only is the beat beating, I also like the picture that J. Cole paints, the idea of being afraid he'll never make it out of town, being stuck, being on one end or the other of who has their hands in the air. We get a throwback to the Mr. Nice Watch joint with Jay-Z that he did. Very good chorus. Very good. Let's do the next verse.
In the air. Small town nigga, Hollywood dreams. I know that everything that glitters ain't gold. I know that shit ain't always good as it seems, but tell me till you get it, how could you know? How could you know? How could you know?
Earlier in the album, we talked about 3 acts: hometown, the journey, and Hollywood. I think the first few tracks were all like hometown tracks. The intro, the birthday song, January 28th, the high school story, the freaky weekend, the less interesting high school story with 03 Adolescence. I think A Tale of Two Cities is about the dangers of the potential journey to Hollywood. How will we choose to make it out? The first verse sounds like humble living. The chorus is about the living nightmare that is being stuck, with the repeated how could you know, how could you know, how could you know. In the bridge, it refers to how, yeah, you probably don't need a flashy lifestyle, but you know, maybe you should try it. Just make sure. Verse 2 has a similar cadence to the first, but it is far more concerning.
Listen up, I'm about to go and get rich. Fuck with me, my nigga, we gon' circle around the villa and hit a lick. Got some tree, my nigga, and some powder, bag it up and make a flip. You gon' see, my nigga, one day we gon' graduate and cop a brick. And that's the key, my nigga. Listen up, I'm about to go and get rich. Just stand back and watch if you want to, nigga. Me, I want my pockets fatter, better, bitch. Tired of seeing niggas flaunt, I wanna flaunt too, nigga. Watch some rollers in the fucking Crown Vic. Tryin' like a nigga up, that's what they won't do, nigga. Wanna know a funny thing about this shit? Even if you let them kill your dream, it'll haunt you, nigga, haunt you.
I always found that particular bit where he's like, I'm seeing people flaunt, I want to flaunt too. I always found that to be really funny. This verse is going an entirely different route than the first. A Tale of Two Cities, ain't it? This time around, we're getting rich while hitting a lick, bagging up snow and making it flip. Only graduating we're doing is to a brick. And that's the key. You get it. We want our women batter. We want a Crown Vic to ride around in, and that's the dream that we're chasing. I personally would not advise. After our repeated hands in the air chorus, we get this outro.
Father, forgive me for my childish ways. I look outside and all the clouds are gray. I need your hands to take me miles away. Your wish is my command, my command, my command. Take me, man, take me, man, take me, man.
Your wish is my command, my command, my command.
Cole must have known we needed something a bit more conceptual after the last track. We got multiple perspectives, a prayer to close us out, asking for forgiveness. Buddy thinks this is Good Kid, Mad City. You know what just hit me, actually? Like, after reading back through the lyrics of the song, the dude from the second verse robbed the dude from the first verse. I assumed that the chorus was like a copy and paste, but listen to this.
Last night, they put up on my nigga at the light like, nice watch.
They pulled up on my guy and said, nice watch, run it. But then we got this.
Last night, we put up on a nigga at the light like, nice watch.
You'd be shocked how many times you can listen to a song and miss like one small little detail that literally explains the entire song. You know what? Hype the video. It's a strong 8. It's a really, really solid song. Like, I love the concept. I love the reveal. I love the tale of two cities, the tale of two different dudes, two different dreams, two different scenarios. You find out that they actually get involved with one another. Great storytelling. I appreciate how it adds to the replayability of the track, but when it comes to the actual verses themselves, they're like so simple. Great concept, just decent rapping. That's why we got it at like a solid 8.
8.
Now for our last track that we're going to be taking a look at today, we have Fire Squad, which the rapping does in fact get better. Trust me, I remember.
Nigga, why you acting like a hoe? Know that I'ma ride for you either way it go. Tell me, girl, why you be stressing me for time? When you tell me you love me, can't you see I'm trying to climb? Then my nigga, why you acting like a bitch? If you scared to take a chance, how the fuck we gon' get rich? Come here, baby, why you always insecure? Hold on tight to a nigga and be sure. Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite hooks, one of my favorite instrumentals. We start with the chorus, and it's clear at this point that we are on our journey to stardom. He's asking girls why they stressing him for time when he's clearly trying to climb. He's telling the homies he's gonna ride with them no matter which way this arc goes. I find this bit to be catchy and effective, and it leads well into our first verse, where in my opinion, Cole sounds pretty hungry, pretty confident.
Yeah. Ain't no way around it no more. I am the greatest. Lot of niggas sat on the throne. I am the latest. I am the bravest. Go toe to toe with the giants. I ain't afraid of you niggas. I'll end up fading you niggas before it's all said and done. This nigga need better son. My Uzi it weighed a ton. I need me a better gun. In fact, I just might need 2. Cause niggas say they the one. And I got something to prove. Forgive me, Lord, here they come. Blah.
Cole confidently confesses, I am the greatest. A lot of people had the throne. I'm the latest. I am the bravest. And he's not afraid of you, brothers. He'll end up fading you, fuck. We get a quick punchy verse where Cole says he may need 2 guns because multiple people claim they're the one. I think this is another nod to the Big 3 battle, but that's just me. Not the craziest verse, but I think it sets us up for an even stronger second verse.
My inhibitions, fighting my intuition. Premature premonition. Showing me the demolition of these phony niggas. So ahead of my time, even when I rhyme about the future, I be reminiscing. You want the truth, well come and listen. I'm like that time you bagged a diamond, checked your phone and saw what's a number missing. It's fate passes you by, half of you try, the other half of you fried. Too high to actually fly, one day you have to decide who you gon' be. A scary nigga or a nigga that's gon' rule like me. Keep it true like me. Cole, you might be like the new Ice Cube meets the new Ice-T, meets 2 Live Crew, meets the new Spike Lee, meets Bruce like Wayne, meets Bruce like Lee, meets O2 Lil Wayne, and a new white tee meets KD. Ain't no nigga that can shoot like me.
Woo. Blow. This is actually one of the best verses on the album, in my opinion. The juxtaposition of inhibition and intuition, claiming they're fighting each other on a track with warlike themes, is great. The premature premonition mention sets up the bar about rhyming about the future. Even when I'm doing so, I'm still reminiscing. Ooh. It kind of makes sense to combine these two things because in order for him to have the future that he desires, he has to rap about things that happened beforehand. That makes sense. You want the truth? Well, come and listen. J. Cole abandons the T.I.O.N. rhyme scheme, thank goodness, because he's a professional. And he compares himself to you meeting a wonderful lady, getting her digits, and realizing you missed one. That's like these rappers battling Cole. You size him up, you think you've got him figured out, and then it turns out you actually don't. And he won't date you. I love the scheme. Fate passes you by, half of you try, the other half of you fry, too high to actually fly. That sounds hard to rap live. Then you have to decide who you gonna be. Someone who's scared or someone who's gonna rule like me. Laser. Then we end with this little flow switch where he says he might be the new Ice Cube mixed with new iced tea. First of all, Ice Cubes would make a tea, iced tea, yeah, I know. But also, they're rappers with different styles, and Cole was saying he's versatile. He's the best of both of them. The political side, the street knowledge, lyrical miracle, but is also making bangers like 2 Live Crew. We also get the Spike Lee reference because obviously we're on our way to Hollywood. He says his skill set is like combining Spike Lee and Bruce like Wayne, like Bruce like Lee meets O2 Lil Wayne in a new white tee, and KD because nobody can shoot like me. Bruce Wayne and Bruce Lee are linked through a mastery of martial arts. Spike Lee is a director of art himself. O2 Lil Wayne was not only a talented rapper, but released the mixtape 500 Degrees in 2002. 500 Degrees, hot. Song's called Fire Squad. I don't know. That's a reach. This isn't Dissect Podcast. But I do like how he also connected Lil Wayne and Bruce Wayne in the same way that he connected Bruce Wayne and Bruce Lee. He put a lot of thought into this, is what I'm saying. I'm impressed not only with the references and the links, but also the flow in which he delivers it. And he ends it the same way that the first verse ended. Let's check out how this bridge sounds before we get into our last verse.
Hold on tight to a nigga and be sure. Who's the king? Came from the bottom, nigga, with stains on my shirt. What you expected from me? I came from the dirt. Money my motivator, the songs that I sing. Picture a peasant passing from palm to the king. Tell me you still love me, if so then let me go. Will I return or will I burn? Never know. Look in my eyes and see the future, but don't sugarcoat it.
Cole continues talking about this theme of becoming a king. Who is the king? I like the line, picture a peasant passing from pawn to a king. He's asking who's the king. He's not describing himself as it, but he is saying that he has a good claim to it. He came from the bottom. He's got stains on his shirt. What do you expect? He came from the dirt. Money's my motivator. The songs that I sing, you know, I'm trying to go from pawn to a king. We're talking about the journey. We're trying to make it. We're trying to go from the bottom to the top. I get it. I follow. Also, shout out Cole, not the world's greatest singer, but I do like the background hums on that bridge.
Listen, history repeats itself and that's just how it goes. Same way that these rappers always bite each other's flows. Same thing that my nigga Elvis did with rock and roll. Justin Timberlake, Eminem, and then Macklemore. While silly niggas argue over who gon' snatch the crown. Look around, my nigga, white people have snatched the sound. This year I'll probably go to the awards, dap it down. Watch Iggy win the Grammy as I try to crack a smile. I'm just playing. But all good jokes contain true shit. Same rope you climb up on and hang you with. But not Jermaine, my aim too sick. I bang, nigga, I came to bring the pain. My brain too quick. You see how I maneuver this game. I ain't stupid. I recognize that life is a dream. And I dream lucid and break the change and change minds one verse at a time and claim 2-6. And fuck it, if the shoe fits, who's the king?
The more I hear this December 2014 album where J. Cole is talking about who the king is, the more I keep thinking about the album that was released 4 months later that has King Kunta on it. Sorry, had to mention it. Kendrick channel, my bad. Back to the raps. I think that this is actually some of the best rapping that we've heard on the album so far, if not the best. I bang, I came to bring the pain, my brain too quick, see how I maneuver this game, I ain't stupid, I recognize that my life is a dream and I dream lucid, I break the chains and change minds one verse at a time, and claim 2-6, and fuck it if the shoe fits. Who's the king? Cole mentions 2-6 a lot, which refers to Fayetteville. No coincidence, The Fall Off releases on 2/6/26.
Wait a minute.
The third verse here is awesome for a ton of reasons. Cole talks about history repeating itself, rappers biting each other's flows, just like Elvis did with rock and roll. We shade Justin Timberlake, Eminem, and Macklemore. Probably 1.5 of them deserves that. Cole says, you goofy goobers are out here arguing over who's gonna snatch the crown. But wake up.
Hold on.
White people already snatched the sound.
Yoink.
That's tough. He says he'll go to the award show, dapper down, watch Iggy Azalea win a Grammy while he tries to crack a smile. I'm just playing. Honestly, the delivery of that bar makes me laugh every single time. Definitely a dig at Macklemore beating Kendrick for the rap Grammy. The content, the flow, the delivery, all spectacular here. I think the second and third verse of this track are some of Cole's best on the album. Let's listen to the outro of this track and see if Cole ruins it by yapping.
Fuck it, if the shoe fits, who's the king?
We are kings. Kings of ourselves, first and foremost. While the people debate who's the king of this rap game, here comes little old Jermaine with every ounce of strength in his veins to snatch the crown from whoever y'all think has it. But rather than place it on his head as soon as he grabs it, poof, boom, pow, it's like magic. With a flash and a bang, the crown disintegrates and falls to the earth from which it came. It's done. Ain't gonna be no more kings.
So this is J. Cole speaking with a filter, but it's him. And he talks about how we're all kings first and foremost, which is, a nice thought. But when it comes to the king of rap, there's a debate. All until Lil old Jermaine comes through with every ounce of strength in his veins. He takes the crown from whoever you all think has it, and then he destroys it. Why?
Ain't gonna be no more kings. Be wary of any man that claims, because deep down he clings onto the need for power. In reality, he's a coward. Ultimately, he's scared to die. Sometimes so am I. But when I'm in tune with the Most High, I realize the fear lies in my lack of awareness of the other side. Today I know that we are the same, you and I. A different kind of skin, different set of eyes, two different minds, but only one God. For all the kings. Because I know deep down every poet just want to be loved.
Honestly, I'm conflicted. Maybe that's the point. Are we the greatest, latest to sit on the throne? We'll fade anyone with a Uzi that weighs a ton, needing to, because y'all think you're the one. Is that the person that we're going to be? Or are we somebody softer, lighter, that's trying to unite everybody? I do not know. Is our goal to snatch the crown from whoever y'all think has it? Picture ourselves going from pawn to king? Maybe it's meant to be ambiguous, but I'm honestly not sure. It's almost as if Cole can't really decide at this point, and I don't know. You spend a lot of the track talking and frankly proving that you rap like one of the best, and then begin the outro with, well, first and foremost, we're all kings.
Come on, cuz.
Okay. And when it comes to rap king, anyone who wants that, they cling to power, they're a coward. They're scared to die, so am I. I don't know who you are. I also have to clock Cole because he ends this track by saying there's only one God, but at the end of January 28th, he's literally like, y'all like Kendrick, y'all like Drake, that's cool, but Cole's the God, Cole's the God, Cole's the God. He says it multiple times. So did you not mean that? Is that part of the character? I'm genuinely asking. If you're a J. Cole fan, like, what is the significance of him saying that he's a God at the end of January 28th and then ending this track with like, there's two minds, but there's only one God? He's like split character? Is one kill Edward, even though that isn't a thing yet? I don't know. I need help. Is it intentional? Is it a mistake? I don't know. I think the outro of this track and January 28th, I think they could have used a bit more thought. I honestly used to think that Fire Squad was a 10. I thought that for a long time. It was one of my favorite rap tracks. But now that I'm like reading more into it, now that I'm actually paying attention to what he's saying about, who's the king, I'm feeling like more of a solid 9.
9.
Still probably my favorite track from this album so far, but the message is honestly a bit confusing. But you all let me know. Maybe I'm an idiot. If you made it this far, leave a comment that says I'm conflicted. What is your favorite of these 3 tracks? 03 Adolescence, Am I Hating Too Much?
3.
A Tale of Two Cities.
8.
Fire Squad. Let me know what you think.
Like the video.
If you haven't already, please consider joining the Patreon to get these episodes first and ad-free to support the show, because YouTube is probably not monetizing these. Love you, mean it, spread the bread, and enjoy the outro by Volpe.
Everything's alright.